the weight and dimensions of the EVRYjourney electric tandem E-Trike. Stick around. Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I have nearly 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry. Today I'm gonna show you the brand new EVRYjourney electric E-Trike tandem and all the measurements and weight. Now, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button below. Stay in touch with us here at 630. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, giveaways we're doing, and of course, new product releases. All right, so this is the EVRYjourney 750 watt E-Trike tandem. This is brand new from 630. It's really cool and a lot of fun. Today I'm gonna give you all the measurements so you can understand how much it weighs, the length, all that good stuff. All right, first off, it weighs 122 pounds in total, which actually isn't too bad considering the size of it. The battery weighs 10 pounds, so if you were to take the battery off, it would reduce it down to 112 pounds. Now, not light by any means, but again, a very, very big electric bike, trike, whichever you like to call it. All right, now let's go through the total length here. So front to back, this tandem E-Trike is 102 inches and a half. Also, I just want to point out that these are 24-inch by 3-inch wide tires. So they have a nice wide tread for great traction. The total width of the trike is 29.5 inches. So actually the width is right about the same as any other trike out there, and actually narrower than a lot of them, to be honest, as well. Now the front seat here, let's start right here with the Stepover height. So the Stepover height is 16 inches in the front, and I believe the same in the rear, 16 inches. Now you do have this footrest in the back as well that the rear passenger can step onto to get on and off easily. The seat in the lowest position is 33 inches. Now the cool thing about mounting a tandem or a trike is you don't have to worry about it tipping, right? So you can get onto the seat like this and then slide your foot through. So the seat height isn't as important on a tandem trike as it would be on other bikes. So let's see now, you can get the seat up quite high here. So the seat in the highest position is 40 inches. So you've got about 7 inches of travel there with the seat post. Go ahead and lower this down. Okay. Now let's check the rear here. I'm assuming it's the same, but let's just go ahead and confirm. The rear seat from the ground actually is a little lower. So this is 32 inches in the lowest position. And in the highest position is about 39.5 inches. So a little bit lower on the rear seat. Okay. Now, axle to axle is another question we get frequently, often because of bike racks, car racks, things like that. So let's go ahead and take that measurement. Okay, so axle to axle is 77 inches. And let's measure here. So from the stem to the back of the seat is 25 inches. And if you want to just also know, so from the top of this handlebar to the middle of this one is 31 inches. And this handlebar to this back of this seat is 24 inches. Now, the other thing too I'll point out is this handlebar can also be raised and lowered here. So I'm gonna grab a tool in a second and I'll show you that. This handlebar right here can also be raised and lowered, but to adjust the tilt of it right here, you actually can just do that with a tool and find the perfect position for you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and lock that in place. Okay, let's see, to the top of the handlebars here. Now, I'll measure to the top of the stem because if you were to transport it, you could tilt the handlebars down to make it easier. So to the top of the stem is 44 inches. Now to the handlebars in this position is 45 inches, so not too much taller. To the top of the basket is 39.5 inches. And also, just for, if you're curious, from crank to crank, so from the middle of each crank is 25.5 inches right here. And from the middle of each seat is 28.5 inches. Let me go ahead and just tighten this seat a little bit. Okay. Now the rear basket has a lot of cargo space as well, which is really great. And we also have bags that fit in here. So the width is 17.5 inches by 21 inches and 12 inches deep. So really cool, because if you were to get a tandem e-bike that is not a trike, you're not gonna be able to get nearly the kind of storage that you're getting in the back on this E-Trike. Okay, I'm gonna grab my tool really quick and then we'll raise and lower the handlebars to show you the max and minimum height on those. Okay, before I do the handlebar, I just wanna also measure to the top of the head tube here, which is 38 inches, because if you were to take the handlebars out, that would be your highest point right here, 38 inches, if you were to transport it. Okay, now same thing on the rear handlebar. The highest point is 33 inches. And let's go ahead and see. Okay. Okay. So you can get the handlebar all the way down, excuse me, to be 33 inches, or we can raise this up. And the max height, let's find our little line. It's gonna be somewhere around there. So your max height's gonna be 36 inches, so about 3 inches of play on the rear handlebar here. So I think, oh, one other thing, let me do this. The width of the handlebars is a common question, and the rise of the handlebars as well. So the rise on these handlebars is 7.5 inches. The width of them is 24 inches from edge to edge. And these are, yep, the exact same handlebars front and back. The cool thing about these mini ape hanger style is, you know, they can be tilted closer or away from your body very easily, so they can accommodate different rider body types. Also, just for fun here, I'll measure the display. The display is 3.5 inches tall by 2.5 inches wide. So you got a nice, easy to read center display here that you'll easily be able to see when you're out riding in daylight or nighttime. All right, thinks that covers all the measurements I wanted to go over. If there's any other measurements you're curious about, please comment below or email us, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. Don't forget, the Tandem E-Trike is linked in the description below if you want to check it out. In addition to that, we offer a 30-day test ride your E-Trike policy. If you don't love it in the first 30 days, send it back, no questions asked, no money out of your pocket. In addition to that, we're gonna warranty everything for 1 year. Anything goes wrong in the first year, we'll take care of it, parts and labor. Also, if you want to come out here for a test ride, we're in San Clemente, California at 1046 Calle Recodo Unit K. Come test ride the Tandem before you purchase to ensure you like it. Also, join our community. We have a Facebook group called 630 Pedalers. There's thousands of members in the group. Join before you purchase to talk to existing riders to ensure you're making the right choice. Then when you have yours, post in the group, make friends. And finally, download our app to track your rides and compete on the leaderboard. So thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey or experience. Enjoy the ride.